What's up, everybody? Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we got to break down the new Deadeye teaser and talk about everything that we know is coming in 3.05 in a roundup. So we're going to break it all down. Don't miss out on this short video. Smash that like, subscribe, and go to the GameLeap website. If you really want to improve, you want to climb, you want to dominate, we got everything that you could possibly need, from in-depth guides, tips and tricks, VAR reviews. We got it all, so go check it out right now down below. But without further ado, let's jump to the video. Now, briefly, we wanted to talk about the 3.08 changes, specifically going over the omen changes and the knife upgrade changes. So the omen gets that paranoia buff. You can no longer blind his teammates, and the ult buff where he can teleport somewhere, and if people are nearby and he sticks it, it will blind them as well. Not sure on the numbers of that yet, but that will be included in patch 3.08, along with any other agent buffs that have yet to be leaked. The next thing that we have to talk about is the fact that you can now de-upgrade knives. So if you have a knife and you want to de-upgrade it, it's going to be very simple. 3.08, you can actually revert, so you're no longer stuck in the maxed out version of a knife, which was definitely frustrating. Now, honestly, we've had a couple of tame patches, and the fact that they're changing omen this big in this patch makes me think that this is the patch where they're going to be doing quite a bit of big agent changes in anticipation for the big champions event coming just around the corner. This means potentially a lot of low-powered characters have the potential to get buffed, and we went over tons of those. You can go check out that video previously on this channel, and there's a lot of characters that are very strong that have a chance to get nerfed. So all the most powerful characters in the game right now, just have an eye on them, because there's the chance that they could get hit come patch 3.08 if they're making moves right now. Now, that being said, what do you want to see change? Do you want any other buffs and nerfs? I want to know your opinion about all that down below. The next thing that we need to talk about is Valorant Episode 3 Act 3, which is not 100% locked in for the date yet, but it's most likely going to be around November 2nd. That's the date to know for all the big content updates, such as a new agent that we're going to talk about in a second, but also all kinds of other content that has been promised to us from before that is most likely going to be delivered here. I'm not going to get into the Euro changes because I'm going to lose my mind if I speak about it and don't get it again, but specifically the 5v5 clash mode is something that they proposed it to be sometime this episode, so it's most likely going to be in this patch. There's going to be the big 5v5 mode. They could still be working on it. We know how Riot wants to make sure things make sense, things are perfected before they release it, and they would much rather withhold it or push it back if they don't think it's gonna be done right, just like with Yoru. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that, but I really hope that the 5v5 clash mode is going to be released come November 2nd with Act 3 Episode 3. Now, the last thing that we got to talk about is the new Deadeye teaser, and I really wanted to show y'all this picture that was actually in the VCT. So the VCT had like a big cinematic, and this picture was briefly caught, and it's just a single frame of a man with drip, a man with glasses, and definitely our Deadeye. And we've talked about Deadeye extensively, but for those of you who don't remember, specifically, he's going to be a sentinel with a much more proactive tint to it and the ability to make plays, and he's going to be mechanically demanding. So it's going to be a high mechanical performance sentinel. Don't entirely know what that's going to entail. His name is Deadeye, so that kind of makes sense. He had a name that made us think he was going to be similar to a duelist. And of course, it's surmised that there's going to be some amount of bullet alteration. So we're going to have to see on this agent. I'm very excited for this agent, and we're kind of seeing a new trend where a lot of new agents are kind of going into that gray area in between roles, right? This is kind of like a little bit of overlap with the duelist, a little bit of overlap with the sentinel, and I'm definitely excited to see what Riot comes up with. But definitely let me know what ability you want him to have down below if you could make it. Go to the GameLeap website for in-depth tips and tricks, VOD reviews, map guides. We got it on the GameLeap website, so you just gotta go check it out right now. But thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love your faces, and I'll see you next time.